The breast care navigator will follow the patient and their family through the continuum of care.
My nurse navigator was always there.
Just to be an advocate for that patient.
You need the biggest support system that you can, and to know that you have one other person there who can help you through it is definitely something that is amazing.
Halftime here at Reynolds Royal Stadium, IU Health Field at Hamilton Southeastern High School. It's Noblesville 10, Hamilton Southeastern 2. We'll do a quick rundown of scores around the area and the Hoosier Crossroads Conference. Just up the road, a big game. Roncalli leads narrowly over Fishers at the half, 14-10. And over on the west side, it's Avon 17, Westfield 6 at halftime. Brownsburg 21, Zionsville 3. That's a halftime score. And also over on the west side, it's Ben Davis 21, Carmel 10. And a big one in the northern part, actually up into Tipton County. It's Sheridan 14, Tipton 7. I believe that's a halftime score, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yep.
It's halftime score.
And I think Hamilton Heights and Twin Lakes are scoreless, close to half, per the Hamilton County Reporter's Richie Hall a little bit ago.
You know, Craig, one thing I always enjoy having interviews at halftime, but it's also great to watch the halftime festivities. And here at Hamilton Southeastern, that was a great performance by their band. Tonight they honored before the band that 2007, is that right?
2007, yes.
State championship softball team. And, of course, Morgan Mello was back to be honored with her team and Coach Cook. And it was a great show here at halftime.
Yeah,
we're getting ready to play another second half of football that I think is going to be just as exciting.
Yeah, it should be very exciting. We're going to see what, or at least how, Noblesville's defense responds, because Noblesville will have to kick off to Southeastern, and we could see a sequence by the Royals with, if they were to get a touchdown in this opening possession of the third quarter, they may go for 2 to tie it up, which probably is going to be the case if they do find the end zone.
Let's thank a couple of sponsors while we got some time here as the teams come out on the field. Noblesville Trophies. Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies, corporate awards, and in-house embroidery. Noblesville Trophies provide you with that same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391. And check them out on their website, noblesvilletrophies.com. And trust me, Craig, this week I think that same-day service got really tested, because I think there was probably somewhere around, 1,500, 2,000 trophies you had to put together this week at the trophy shop.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty close, though, because one was 900, another one was 4. Yeah, it was pretty close to 1,500 trophies that they put together this week. So hats off to Noblesville Trophies. They can help you any way they can. They're going to do it at the trophy shop and at the sign shop. Community Health Network. Community Health is Central Indiana's leader in providing health care service where and when patients need them. With any questions, you can contact them at Community Health at 317-355-7775, or check them out on their website at ecommunity.com. Smith Jewelers has been serving Noblesville and Hamilton County for over 65 years. Many jewelers have come and gone, yet Smith remains. If one were to ask how and why, the answer would be our outstanding jewelry selections and customer service. The knowledgeable staff at Smith Jewelers is eager to give our customers a memorable and positive experience. You can contact them at 317-773-3383. Or how about Church, Hiddle, and Antrim? From personal injury claims to complex business litigations to divorce cases, Church, Hiddle, and Antrim protects the rights of individuals, businesses, schools, and governments bodies all around Indiana, including Noblesville, Fishers, Maryville, and Tipton. You can contact them at their Noblesville office at 317-773-5320. How about Bill Clifford for sheriff? Bill Clifford is currently a sergeant for the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office and has committed his life to serving community with integrity. As a resident of Westfield, with his wife Cheryl, the 3 kids, family safety is Clifford's top priority and understands the sheriff's office must be proactive.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. 2018 election time in on May 8th, they'll be here before we know it.
Oh, absolutely. Follow them on at Clifford for Sheriff on Facebook and their website, cliffordforsheriff.com.
And we're getting ready for the second half kickoff. Noblesville will kick off north to south. That'll be left to right on your screen, folks. Glad you've joined us tonight. Craig Atkins alongside Perry Williams. Beautiful night for high school football. We see Old Glory in that south end zone. The wind's blowing a little bit. I would say north to south, probably about 7-8 mile an hour. I'm no meteorologist, but
Getting ready to kick off here.
that'll be number 5, Jack Knight, getting ready to kick at his own 40 from the left hash. And this is one that's booted and going to be into the end zone. Hits the back white line for a touchback. I believe that's the second or third touchback of the night.
You know, the one thing that doesn't get enough credit here in high school football is kickers.
Yep.
You know, and being able to put that ball in the end zone, bringing it out to the 20-yard line where a team's got 80 yards to go. And also those same kickers being great field goal kickers.
You got it.
If you can get across that 50-yard line, we got some kids now in this state that can put it through the uprights.
Yeah, and we've seen at the very least Jack Knight with in the past few weeks 49-48, easily a 44-yarder last week at Hamilton Heights, and now a 47 here to end the half. Noblesville with a 10-2 lead. Just into the second half, a 3-yard gain there by Jackson Sweeney. And handoff again to Sweeney, and he's met by a few Millers. It's like right at the bottom of that, Wyatt Blades and Eddie Jenick, along with Jack Yakey, might have picked up a yard. Brings up 3rd and 6.
In the third quarter, it's Indianapolis Cardinal Witter 14, Beech Grove nothing. Will, that'll make your dad happy.
Ooh, Carmel and Ben Davis.
21-10.
That's a halftime. Sparks back to pass again. The pocket collapses. He's got to throw it, and incomplete pass. And he just kind of flung that ball up there, and now they'll go 3 and out and have to punt.
Brownsburg 21, Zionsville 3. That's in the third quarter.
So back to punt for the Royals. And that ball.
You just need to get away from it.
Yeah, Wyatt Blades decides at the very last second he better get away from it. It's called poison. And Southeastern's Eric Daly will down that ball at the 35-yard line, where the Millers will take over for their first drive of the second half. And once again, this broadcast of high school football here on Hamilton County TV brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners, Noblesville Trophies, Community Health Network, Smith's Jewelers, Indiana Restoration, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, and Bill Clifford for Sheriff. Back to it for the Noblesville offense at their own 35. Blevins with the carry, and he may have gotten no yards on that carry.
Sheridan Tipton score. Here's an update, 14-14.
And my wife's alma mater up 39-6. The Rensselaer Central Bombers on the Benton Central Bison. No yards on that carry by Blevins. Fakes the handoff and going up and picked off by Eric Daly.
Pass interference he's going to call.
Yep, it's going to come back. The wind must be blowing. Will's put his sweatshirt on.
You cold, Will?
As he's running the camera.
Or your code?
And we hear the Boo Birds from the home
I'm
faithful.
Sure the Southeastern, that's not a very popular call for the Royals.
But once you get beyond 5 yards, no matter what level, and you touch that receiver, that's why they called that pass interference. As I believe that was Eric Daly, number 7, which
yes, it was.
He's made a difference on some plays and recovered that fumble down here late in the first half. Daly is the one who made contact with Jaden Barrett. 15-yard penalty.
That's a huge penalty right there, Craig, on the play.
You don't see many first downs by penalty, but that's the first one for Noblesville. 7 first downs overall, 5 passing from Gremmel. In motion, Barrett. Hands it off, Luke Blevins. Like no gain on.
Pori on the tackle for the Royals. Craig, I understand, I'm not a head football coach or an offensive coordinator, but we're not seeing much up. Noblesville's not being able to get the ball at all up front and move that football in that defensive line of Southeastern.
Yeah, between the tackles and that front 7 of the Royals, they've got it under control.
Yeah, that's a good group of.
It seems like, with a 2-4 record, the teams have figured out to go outside the tackles, and this ball is Carson Sanders couldn't quite get to it with the coverage by Isaiah Phillips, number 5. Incomplete. 3rd down and 10 at the 5th at midfield. And we'll see what the Millers have to do, and if they can't get anything on 3rd down, they may have to try and pin the Royals inside the 5.
And Chase Evans with that left foot is pretty good at that at that type of thing here to pin them deep. But we'll see what Noblesville could do against the Southeastern defense.
Gremmel back over the middle he goes, and over the hands of Blevins. And it didn't look like Carson Sanders was quite there yet on his route, so technically 4 and out after that first, after one play it was a penalty, pass interference, got Noblesville to midfield, but then 3 more downs with no gain on the plays, forcing Chase Evans to come in and punt. And this looks like a beauty. Called for a fair catch at the 12-yard line. So with 8:53 left here, 3rd quarter, Hamilton Southeastern takes over their 2nd drive of the 2nd half. Noblesville with a 10-2 lead.
Craig, that was a pretty quick first half,
Yep, I didn't want to jinx it and have to knock on wood, but
Wyatt Blades on the tackle for the Millers. He's 13. Let's see what the referee indicate. Oh, it's against the Royals.
That's going to march it back. This drive started at the 12. And that'll march it back half the distance to the 6.
So that's first and 15? 17 is Brad Silbert corrects us here.
Sparks passes out in the flat. Looks like Boyle, number 18, will catch that pass.
Still Avon 17, Westfield 6. With the loss of Freilich for Westfield at the Southeastern game here a couple weeks ago, that Westfield offense is having a difficult time finding somebody to step up to lead that team.
Yep, exactly.
Bartenthal on the tackle for the Millers. 3rd and 10 for the Royals.
Sparks looking, has time, and that ball is almost caught, broken up.
Tuaday and Brewer were both over here, and so it'll be 4th down. So
Ben Boy's the intended receiver. Now back there to punt is 93, Zach Zuber. He's back about 1.5 yards deep in the end zone. Ooh, ball almost snapped over his head. But this one,
nice punt, get away.
Out of bounds at about the 38, I want to guess. Yep, that's where they're going to mark the ball out.
Good field position for the Millers here, Craig. Let's see what this Royal defense can do here. Kokomo is hammering at the halftime Logansport 41-0. Warren Central 35, Lawrence North 0.
Noblesville will start this drive at the Southeastern 38. Warren Central up 44-0.
40, yeah. No, 35-0.
Yeah, I believe we got an update. I think Lawrence North taking one on the chin there big time. Lebanon up 42-0 on Crawfordsville. One yard for Blevins on the carry. 7:10 left, third quarter. Plenty of time on the play clock. Looks like they're switching the play up. Blevins with Gremmel in the pistol. He'll roll out right. Has Carson Sanders at about the 31-yard line.
Isaac Phillips knocks him out of bounds for Southeastern. Sanders on the catch for the Millers. Pick up a 7 there.
Brownsburg in the third quarter with a 28-3 cushion on Zionsville at home.
Boy, this Hoosier Crossroad Conference has been very unpredictable.
Yep.
I thought that'd be a lot better game.
Figured it'd be close. Gremmel up the sideline he goes and holding. Oh, no call, but intercepted there by Isaiah Phillips. And he's out of bounds at the 34-yard line.
Phillips on the interception. Well, Gremmel kind of hung that ball up there, and it was, Phillips was, it was intended for Mr. Barnes, but Phillips was between Gremmel and Barnes and picked it off. Big interception for Southeastern because the Millers definitely had good field position that time.
Muchner. And Sparks is hit as he throws. Dalton Davis and Jackie Yakey, 47, converged on him.
Davis and Yankee have really hit Sparks. He knows he's been hit, I can tell you that.
Brings up 2nd and 10, ball at the 34-yard line. 6.5 left, third quarter. Glad you've joined us tonight, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or on HCTV1.com. Cody Sparks gets the snap, and right away, that's number 46. Huge tackle on the play, actually breakup by Dylan Rutherford, bringing up 3rd down. So 4 straight incompletions, actually 5 out of his last 7. To check in, see how Fishers is doing just a little bit north of us as they trailed Roncalli only 14-10 at the half. Sparks going across the middle and completed up to the 49-35. Jackson Lance.
Nice catch by Lance.
Very nice.
For a Southeastern first down. They're moving to change, Craig.
I talked about 4 straight incompletions, and then he completes one. 1st and 10 at their own 49.
And that's who, nice bounce.
Sweeney finds room for about 4 or 5.
I think Jenick hit him, and then he bounced off, and Jenick went after him. So, but he picked up about 5 yards on the play there. Eddie Jenick on the tackle.
Sweeney drops a couple. Back to the, actually 3, back to the 49.
Dow got in there and got that tackle, man. He slipped right through there.
Yeah, Darius Dowdell's pretty quick. He's that kind of like that drop linebacker. Now he's either floating back as a right outside, or he's down there as a right end. Sparks back to pass, looking near side and over the Lance outreached hands, and we've got a at the 48, looks like 18 is down on the turf, grabbing his midsection, if you will. May have gotten the wind knocked out of him.
Hey, it's a good time to talk about one of our sponsors, Logan Street Signs and Banners. Celebrating 25 years of Logan Street Signs and Banners, specialized in that last-minute signage of banners, serving Noblesville, Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 or check them out on their website, loganstreetsigns.com. Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies, corporate awards, and in-house embroidery. Noblesville Trophies provide you with that same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out on their website, noblesvilletrophies.com. Community Health. Community Health is Central Indiana's leader in providing health care services where and when the patients need them. With any questions, you can contact Community Health at 317-355-7775 or check them out on their website, ecommunity.com. Craig, still got a player down out there for the Southeastern Royals, and there's a little stop in the action here.
And
Looks like he's getting up.
Up on his feet, that's Zach Boyle, the 5'9", 175-pound senior receiver. I think he got the wind knocked out of him. He's grabbing with his left arm his abdominal area. So we'll hope that Mr. Boyle is okay.
Marking off a penalty here.
Fourth down, and as the old PA announcer at my high school would say, a country mile. That ball is punted and out of bounds at about the 39. Millers will have the football at the 38, at their own 38. They will take over 1st and 10. Bless you, Katie. Katie back behind us in the second row at the controls. Will running the camera tonight. Jim back at the mothership, if you will, running. He's keeping Fishers on track, and I believe tomorrow at 7, Guerin Catholic hits the road as they'll visit Brebeuf Jesuit. We'll try and Collier finds room, 40, 35, about an 8-yard pickup. Good run by Christian Collier. Up to the 46 for Collier. 4:50 and counting, third quarter. 10-2, Noblesville still out in front of Hamilton Southeastern.
Daly on the tackle for Southeastern.
Any update from Tipton Sheridan?
No.
Gremmel
Still
back.
14-14.
Up the middle he
Wow.
goes. Over, and beyond the outreached hands of Carson Sanders.
He aired it out, though.
Big 3rd down and 2, both sides of the ball, actually. Collier in the backfield with him. Collier has no room. He's going to lose yardage. No, he finds room across, goes across midfield. Last-ditch effort, kept his legs going. Yep, he does. Across midfield to the 49, 5-yard pickup by Collier. And rushing first down for Noblesville. They're second on the ground.
Christian Collier on the pickup there, Craig. Nice
Huge
run.
6-yard pickup for the first down. Oh.
Is he okay?
And here's Grimmel, takes the snap, drops back to pass.
Gremmel completes it. Collier picks up 2, but he gets pummeled in the process.
Still shows here in the third quarter. Roncalli 14, Fishers 10. Craig, you haven't seen any Heights scores, have you?
No, the last I
Still
saw.
shows 0-0 here.
Yeah, Richie had an update just before the half, middle of second quarter, and it was 0-0. Stalemate with Twin Lakes. Gremmel back to pass. He's rushed out right. Evades Johnny May, yeah. And
Intercepted.
Picked off. That is number 36, Anthony Eggers. At the first down marker.
A big interception right there by the Royals.
So Southeastern will take over after the interception at their own 39. And you hear the home crowd getting excited here for the Royals. In motion, Boysen. The ball is on the turf, and does Noblesville have it?
No, I think Southeastern's got
I think Sparks jumped right on it. So it'll be a 5-yard loss by Sparks as he jumps on it back at the 34. Bring up 2nd and 15 at the 39. A little over 2.5 minutes left, third quarter. Sparks. Sweeney is pistol. Sparks looking, and finding, almost gets it picked up by Wyatt Blades, intended for Nick Muchner. It looked like Muchner went out with his route, Ball went in, and Blades almost. Sparks back, being rushed, and Chase Yadon takes him down at about the 32-yard line.
Yadon on the tackle there for the Millers.
7-yard loss there.
Zionsville finally got on the scoreboard, Craig. It's 21-3 against Brownsburg.
Back to punt, Zach Zuber. Inside his own 20. This ball is sidewinding, and
Get away from it.
Blades stays away from that ball. It's going to roll down to about the 21-yard line.
Oh, man, what a silly penalty by Wyatt Blades. I know that Noblesville coaching staff is going to go crazy on that. That was totally unnecessary by Wyatt Blades.
Yep, that's probably going to mark it off half the distance from the 21 where the ball was downed. Yeah, it's not good when 4 of the 5 referees are talking, letting the other one keep the spot. $1:34 left, third quarter. Yep, it'll be a personal foul called on number 13, Wyatt Blades. That's one thing, you kind of have to keep the attitude in check.
And over there on the sidelines, you saw, looked in my binoculars, and Coach Simmons was giving him a little bit of fatherly advice, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd want to be on the other end of that.
No.
Noblesville football. Ball marched back 10 yards. So half the distance from where that punt was downed, where Noblesville will start 1st and 10. At their own 11. Gremmel. Blevins back in there, finds room, goes up the middle and across the 15 to the 17, picks up 6. You know, like we've talked, Blevins is that old school, up the middle, up the gut type rusher.
And he's only a junior. He'll be back next season.
Hands it off to Blevins, finds room, gets just to the 17. No gain on the play.
Pori on the tackle. Craig, we've definitely said Pori's name several times here tonight, which we knew we would.
Yeah, if we had
Between
a nickel,
him and May,
him and May and Eric Daly and Isaiah Phillips, those guys are filling up the defensive stat sheet for the Royals. Final 20 seconds of the third quarter. Noblesville will have to run a play. 10 seconds on the play clock. Gets it, hands it off to Blevins, gets up to the 19. So, yeah, after 3 quarters, stalemate in the third quarter. Score stays Noblesville 10, Hamilton Southeastern 2 as we head to the final 12 minutes, Perry.
Yeah, and still 10-2. Let's thank one of our sponsors, Church, Hittle, and Anthem, attorneys at law. From personal injury claims to complex business litigation to divorce cases, Church, Hittle, and Anthem protect the rights of individuals, businesses, schools, and government bodies all around Indiana, including Noblesville, Fisher, Maryville, and Tipton. You can contact them in their Noblesville office at 317-773-5320. Bill Clifford for sheriff. Bill Clifford is currently a sergeant in the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office and is committed to life to serving the community with integrity. As a resident of Westfield, his wife Cheryl, and 3 kids, family safety is Clifford's top priority and understands the sheriff's office and must be proactive against new threats in order to protect you. For more information, check them out on Facebook at Clifford for Sheriff, or check them out on their website, cliffordforsheriff.com.
Chase Evans back at his own 5. As I threw my pen on the floor.
Getting nervous there, Craig, or what?
No. Back to receive this punt, I believe, will be Eggers, 36. And if I can pick out the near receiver. Ground ball, but Evans spirals one. That's going to bounce at the 50 and roll a little bit. And going to be down at about the 48.
By number 48 of the Millers. Jacob Ham.
So Noblesville will take over. Actually, Southeastern takes over at their own 48. Good field position. And Sparks and company come back on an offense.
This crowd here at Southeastern in the stadium is ready for some action.
Yep, new tailback in there. Sims gets the pitch, finds room up near midfield and across it. Might have gotten to the 47, so a 5-yard pickup by Sims. Just his 2nd carry of the night, and he's got 46 carries on the year and a touchdown. Muchner left to right. Handoff to Sims this time. He goes near side and taken down by Eddie Jenick, number 10. Looks like about a 3-yard pickup.
Brownsburg 28, Zionsville 10.
This one's going to be close.
Yeah, real close.
I think they may give it.
I think they do.
Yep, looks like they do have the first down at the 42 where they needed.
Yeah, they give it to him. I thought.
First down and 10 at the 42. Just their 7th first down all night. 5th rushing wise. Sparks hands it off. That is Jackson Sweeney back in there. He gets down to the 39, so a 3-yard pickup.
From our H reporter at Hamilton Heights up there, Richie Hall with Hamilton County Reporter. Twin Lakes 6, Heights nothing, with 2:10 left to go in the 3rd quarter. So that's Twin Lakes 6, Heights nothing, with 2:10 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
It was kind of one of those games where you didn't know really what was going to happen. Twin Lakes comes in 3-3, and I believe they beat Northwestern last week. Pressure's on and batted away. Here's Aaron Brewer.
Brewer, nice job there breaking that up.
Great play on the ball, intended for number 15, Brett Cowan.
Warren Central's up over Lawrence North 44-0 in the 3rd quarter.
Third down and 7 at the Noblesville 39. Sparks back looking, being rushed out, and nobody there. He throws it out of bounds. Brings up 4th and 7.
He had 2 guys pursuing him that you don't want to pursue him in Double D, Dalton Davis, and Eddie Jenick. You don't want either one of those after you in an open field.
Yeah, those guys are all over the field, and believe it or not, both are just juniors for Noblesville, so they're going to raise havoc for another season in 2018 next year. Back to punt will be Zach Zuber, number 93. 9:48 left here in the fourth quarter. Zuber boots it from the 49, a line driver, and that rolls in, hit the one and bounced in the end zone. First and 10 at their own 20 after that punt becomes a touchback for Noblesville. 9:42 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 10-2 is the score. Noblesville leading Hamilton Southeastern. And I don't believe I've seen, there were a lot of punts last week. Hamilton Heights lined up 9 times. One of those was fumbled and the other was blocked, but they punted 7 times.
Heck, Craig, as much as they're punting here, they may have to go over on the sidelines and ice their leg down.
Gremmel passes. Caught by number 9, Carson Sanders. Looks like maybe a 7-yard pickup. 6 yards.
Yeah.
Sanders with a pair of 6-yard grabs tonight. 2nd and 4 at their own 26. Looks like Barrett and Nail to the near side. Sanders to the far. Blevins in the pistol with Barnes going left to right in motion. Gets set like a wing. Hands it off. Blevins finds his way up near a first down. I think he jumped.
I think he jumped there and got it.
Yep. Marked down at the 32, and he gets first down.
In the fourth quarter, Indianapolis Cardinal Ritter 28, Beech Grove nothing.
Now the Ritter Raiders are rolling.
Brownsburg 28, Zionsville 10 in the fourth quarter. Warren Central's cruising against Lawrence North 44-0.
Fisher still hanging tough, down 14-10 to Roncalli. Roncalli, the 5A number 1. Gremmel hands it off to Collier, and he's met in the backfield at about the 29. He drops 3 yards.
Jake Gillian on the tackle there for the Royals.
Clock's rolling, 8:15 left here in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 13. Now 3 receivers to the near side. One of those is tight end Ryan Barnes. Collier in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, and he is sacked back at the 23-yard line. 27, Jack Boyd with the sack.
He did not even see him coming there.
Had no idea. Coverage sack, 6-yard loss.
North Central 15, Lawrence Central 7. It's in the fourth quarter.
After that 5-yard loss, 3rd and 18 from the 24. Trips bunch here to the near side. Looks like Carson Sanders to the far. Fakes a handoff. Gremmel by himself comes up the middle. Gets up near the 30. Got a little more room for Chase Evans to punt. Meanwhile, the clock is Noblesville's friend right now as it keeps rolling. 7:05 and counting here in the fourth quarter.
Tipton's up 20-14.
It's like a halftime score up there.
I think it's a little bit further along than that, Craig. I don't.
That ball, another low one to Evans, and he spirals another one. Eggers, fair catch at the 36. .640 left here, fourth quarter. As it'll be 1st and 10, Hamilton Southeastern at their own 37-yard line. Sparks under center. Little screen. Now Muchner pass up the field, and he finds him.
Open.
That's number 1, Stone Slaybaugh. Wow.
Nice play there. Burdenthal on the tackle for the Millers, but they caught the Millers not expecting that. Good call by the offense at Southeastern. Coach Scott May's got his Royals rolling here.
41 yards on that pass play.
Eddie Jennick had on the tackle for the Millers. We've seen that double pass work several times this season in broadcasts that we have done. That's a good play. Royals definitely threatening here. 2nd and 8.
Plenty of time, and I think that Southeastern may not need to take all of this time. Sweeney gets a direct snap, and he'll run. 25, down inside the 20 to about the 18 for a 7-yard pickup, close to a first down.
Looks like he's going to be just shy here, 3rd down. Looks like a host of Millers in there on that tackle, but, Southeastern Royals and Coach Scott May had changed this offense up a little bit. A couple of Wildcats being run here and that double pass. So they're trying to shake it up here, Craig.
Yep, they're trying to make some noise and put some pressure on Noblesville's defense. 5-10 and counting. 4th quarter. Huppenthal in there. Keeps it himself again. He's got the far side, and Jazz Terrell.
Terrell made a great tackle over there. It was Heppenthal was looked like he might have got to the corner if it hadn't been for that great tackle.
He would have found that if Jazz Terrell wouldn't have taken him down there for a 4-yard pickup. Huppenthal, 3 quick carries for 11 yards on this drive.
Ron Colley, 21, Fisher, 17 in the 4th quarter.
Almost lost that handoff there. Actually, that fake handoff. Huppenthal down to the 7-yard line for a 5-yard pickup.
Heppenthal's definitely brought some spark here in this Southeastern offense.
Big 3rd down and 2, and it's going to be a timeout. Noblesville, I believe that's their first called timeout of the 2nd half.
I think it was one of those timeouts that Coach Simmons thought, we better slow down this freight train.
Yep, because Southeastern started this drive at their own 37. That double pass caught them off guard for a 41-yard pickup from that pass from Mushner to Stone Slaybaugh.
And then a couple of Wildcat plays.
Yep, Wildcat plays. You get, Sparks taken out of the equation for a few plays, and Cody Huppenthal, 4 carries in there for 16 yards, averaging 4 yards a crack. I mean, that's not too bad.
Absolutely. Let's thank Logan Street Signs, celebrating 25 years of Logan Street Signs and Banners, specialized in that last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 or check them out on their website, loganstreetsigns.com. Craig, this is a ball game we thought it would be. I mean, low scoring, big plays coming up here, and
yep, 3rd down and 2, a big 3rd down and 2 at the 7. And the ball snapped over Huppenthal's head, and he's got it down the ball at the 20. Wow, that's a big 13-yard loss, actually about a 12-yard loss back to the 19.
I'll tell you, discussion here. Coach Simmons got a question. Referee says, hold on, Coach. We got this.
Yeah, the clock stopped on the fumble, I believe is what happened. And it's kind of an interesting situation. They decided that they're going to probably reset the clock. Let's see what they're going to set it at. I'm going to assume they'll set it at like 4:05 or 4 minutes. It won't take a bunch of time off the clock. The field goal unit is on the field.
It looks like the field goal unit is on. That's number 94, Tyler Melzer.
This is sort of like ice in the kicker, though, because he was over here on the sidelines warming up, and now he's out there standing. So
if they line up for this, it'll be a 37-yard attempt for Melzer.
4:07 will be where the clock's going to be set here.
They'll bring the clock down 5 seconds to 4:07 because it did stop.
Referee's getting place here to judge this field goal. And let's see what happens here, Craig. This could be a
37-yard attempt. Snap is back, hold it down, keep it up.
Kind of a low lining.
Looks like
Field
it's
goal's
good.
up and good. 37-yard field goal.
I think they put it on the wrong score, too. I think it's
now
10 to
now
5.
they fix it. 10-5 is our score.
I've seen softball games that score, man.
So with 3:57 left here in the fourth quarter, it's Noblesville 10, Hamilton Southeastern 5.
Hey, let's thank Noblesville Trophies. Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies, corporate awards, and in-house embroidery. Noblesville Trophies provide you that same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out on their website at noblesvilletrophies.com. Community Health is Central Indiana's leader in providing healthcare services where and when patients need them. With any questions, you can contact Community Health at 317-773-7775 or check them out on their website, ecommunity.com. Well, Craig, we got us a football game here with 3:57 left to go in the game and a score 10-5.
Down to the nitty gritty. This was a short low liner, and somebody's got to get on that ball. And Noblesville looks like they finally do at the 19-yard line. It didn't seem like they were real urgent to get on that ball, but that is a free football.
Yeah. Guys, this is not a punt.
Yeah, definitely not
It
a
only
punt.
got to travel 10 yards.
Yeah, only have to travel 10 until it's live.
Well, Craig, this has been an exciting night, and I always enjoy broadcasting with you. We still got 3:55, but it's been a fun one.
You got that right, and 3:55 left. In motion, Barnes left to right, gets set. 3 wide. Oh, the ball's on the turf, and does Hamilton Southeastern have it? And I think the officials say they
got
do.
it.
Wow.
No indication yet from the officials.
Yep, it's Southeastern football.
Wow, what a huge turnover by the Millers here. And that defense has got to come back on the field here for the Millers. And right now, that offense of Hamilton Southeastern is clicking, Craig.
Yeah, like we said earlier, with this rivalry, you don't know what to expect. And this one's going to come down, like I said, to the nitty-gritty. Huppenthal in there. Sweeney gets the handoff, actually, the direct snap. Inside the 20, down to about the 14 for a 6-yard pickup.
Hey, Craig, it's made a heck of a difference bringing Heppenthal in this football game to ignite this football team of the Hamilton Southeastern Royals.
Low snap, Huppenthal takes it himself, and he is inside the 5, and touchdown, Hamilton Southeastern from 5.
Southeastern scores. They go up 11-10 with 3:18 left to go in the game. Can we see that replay there?
Total surgence on the part of Hamilton Southeastern.
Sorry, we can't do the replay here.
And just like that, it's looking like a 10-point turnaround if this kick goes through.
A huge mistake made by the Millers, and definitely the Southeastern Royals capitalized on the Millers' mistake, Craig.
You got that right.
And they're back in this football game 11-10.
You know, and they, with this timeout before the point after, they may switch things up and go for two.
I would, the way that offense is looking.
You got it. The way Noblesville has been kind of reeling, Southeastern is going to try and go for two here, and if they get this, all it would take would be a Noblesville field goal to tie it.
That's right. It's a huge play here.
Yep.
11-10. This is a very unusual score.
I will say, I never played in, and I've never seen a high school game with this kind of score, this odd scoring. But 11-10, Southeastern.
Welcome to the Hoosier Crossroad Conference,
where things will get a little bit weird. 3:18 left, 2-point conversion try. Here comes Boysen in motion. Gets the handoff, takes the corner, and
he's got it.
He takes it, gets inside the pylon. He scores a 2-point conversion.
So 13-10 here. The Millers want to win this game. They got to score a touchdown. That's a huge play there, Craig. Royals take the lead, 13-10.
So they've gone on an 11-0, scored 11 points in a row. And you ask how? A Melzer field goal maybe a minute ago, followed by the first play of the ensuing drive, fumbled by Noblesville at the 20. And then Cody Huppenthal, 2 plays later, 15-yard touchdown run. He has come in and been so clutch for Coach May's offense. And Matt Alfeld, he'll have plenty to say about that on Monday night.
We won't be on Monday night. We'll be doing the soccer section.
Correct.
So
yep.
There won't be any Monday night coaches show. I apologize, but we felt like it was important for us to bring boys and girls soccer sectionals this week. So we're going to do sectional Monday night instead of the Hamilton County Coaches Show.
This one a lining kick and into the end zone. Collier lets it go. Touchback.
Well, that Southeastern defense has got to be pumped.
Wow. Complete turnaround after Noblesville and Southeastern were scoreless in the third quarter. Noblesville scored 10 points to 0 in the second quarter, and Southeastern with a 2-0 lead after one quarter, and it was 10-2 coming into the fourth. Southeastern leads this quarter in the fourth, 11-0, and plenty of time for Noblesville to react here on offense. It's just a wonder of how or what they'll do, because Southeastern's defense has to be a little bit pumped up. Blevins gets the handoff.
There was no room. The pursuit by that Southeastern defense around that end there, where they were, you knew that play wasn't going to go anywhere.
It's like he dropped a couple yards back to the 18-yard line.
So that's going to be 2nd and 12.
Clock rolling, 2:50 left, fourth quarter. Barnes in there to block. Fakes the handoff to Blevins. Rushed out, evades. Gremmel finds room and gets out of bounds at about the 23 or 24. Picks up 6.
Good job by that Southeastern secondary, having everybody, all the Millers covered there. And so the only thing Gremmel could do was run it out of bounds. Pick up 5.
Yep, 5 yards on the pickup by Gremmel. Third, and a big 3rd down and 7 for the Millers at their own 18. Check that, at their own 23. Gremmel changes the play, 15 on the play clock. Went out of bounds, so game clock still standing still. Cripps bunch near and hit as he throws, incomplete to Anthony Nail.
I'll tell you what, that front 3 or 4 of Southeastern's coming a ton.
Yep, this
They're smelling a victory here with 2:35 left to go in the game, and the Millers have got a punt. So
and Southeastern's got to get up for it because next week they will host Brownsburg. I checked that. I'm sorry. They will host Buff Jesuit for homecoming, followed by going to Brownsburg in week 9. Evans, spiraling punt near midfield. And this ball rolls down to the 40. 37 yards on the punt.
Is down at the 40-yard line where the Royals take over first and 10. 37-yard punt for the Millers, no return for the
2:22 left here, fourth quarter.
a final at Brownsburg. Brownsburg 35, Zionsville 10. Final McCutcheon 21, Harrison West Lafayette 7.
Looks like it's a 10-yard penalty on the punt return. Gets the ball up to midfield, so that's another penalty on Noblesville.
Hey Craig, here's a final. Lawrenceburg 70, Rushville 12.
Oh, you hate
70
seeing those.
points.
Huppenthal keeps it going up the middle. He's stiffed right there at midfield, right in the middle of the Royal logo.
That clock keeps running.
No gain by Huppenthal. Yep, Noblesville calls a defensive timeout. They'll have one left.
Nothing you can do about it, Craig. You got to stop that clock and hope and pray so you get the ball back. But right now, the way Southeastern defense is playing, it's going to be a tall order even if they get the ball back.
Yeah, just a completely interesting turn of events. As with minutes, midway through the fourth quarter, Noblesville still had a 10-2 lead. And then all of a sudden, Southeastern completes a double pass, and they get down in range. Melser boots a 37-yarder. Noblesville fumbles, and then Cody Huppenthal on the ensuing drive. Eddie Jenick stops Jackson Sweeney there for about a yard pickup.
Jenick on the tackle for Noblesville. A final, Avon 24, Westfield 6. That's Avon 24, Westfield 6.
3rd down and 8, a big 3rd and 8.
Brownsburg is a final at Zionsville, 35-10. Craig, let's thank Community Health of Central Indiana's leader in providing health care services where and when patients need them. With any questions, you can contact Community Health at 317-355-7775 or check them out at ecommunity.com. How about Smith's Jewelers? They've been serving Hamilton County, including Noblesville, Fisher, and Westfield and Carmel for 65 years.
Like your whole life.
Yeah. Many jewelry stores have come and gone, yet Smith's remains. If one were to ask how and why, the answer would be our outstanding jewelry selection and customer service. The knowledgeable staff at Smith's Jewelers is eager to give their customers a memorable and positive experience. Give them a call. It's 317-773-3383.
Back to it out of the timeout. 3rd down and 8. 1:28 left. Hand off.
And I believe that's our last one, isn't it, Craig?
Sweeney picked up one on the carry. Yep, last time out there for Noblesville.
4th and 7. Timeout Millers.
Hey, Craig, Bill Clifford's running for sheriff, and that election's coming up here on May 8th. It's not, we talked about that earlier. It's right around the corner.
Yeah.
Bill Clifford's been serving as a sergeant for Hamilton County Sheriff's Office, and he and his family live in Westfield. And if you want to check them out on their Facebook at Clifford for Sheriff or their website, cliffordforsheriff.com. Well, Craig, 1:21 left.
Back to punt, Zach Zuber, and back to receive this punt looks like number 13, Wyatt Blades. Inside is 20 at about the 15, and this one will be a sky high.
Nice
and
punt.
that one's going to go out of bounds, and they will down that ball at the 11.
Great punt there, Craig. Nice high punt.
26-yard punt for the Royals.
You know what? The one thing about it, Craig, is it took, 10 seconds off the clock there.
Yep, 10 seconds left, or off that clock, rather. A minute 12 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 13-10 is the count. And ball at the 11-yard line. And no timeouts for Noblesville, so they're going to have to obviously find the edge and get out of bounds. Gremmel back to pass, looking, finds on a little wheel route. Kind of a slant across the middle. Luke Blevins. Chains move.
A minute 5 left. Hey, Craig, we're going to be doing sectionals for soccer, boys and girls, all week long. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And, of course, we'll have football games on Friday. You'll be doing Brownsburg, Noblesville.
Pass complete to Carson Sanders, and he falls out of bounds at about the 31-yard line, so 7 yards on the pickup for the sophomore Sanders.
And we'll be at Fishers, we'll be at Westfield. But sectional boys at Noblesville Monday night, Pendleton Heights at Fishers at 5:30, and Noblesville and Southeastern at 7.
Yeah, those two just played at Noblesville Tuesday night, or actually Monday night. Gremmel drops back, has room,
You better throw
goes
it.
out right, and there is a flag in the
I would say a
backfield.
hold, interception.
There's a flag in the backfield, and I think this is going to be nullified.
Well, Craig, barring a miracle here, it looks like the Millers are going to go down to defeat. They'll be playing Brownsburg next week at home. That'll be you, and I'm not sure who's going to be announcing with you. You got anybody? Or?
I'm on the search for a color guy.
Yeah. Jack Russell's getting married next week, so Jack and I will be at his wedding. So.
And it's going to take a couple knees, and that will do it. Actually, one more knee. And that will do it for this ball game. Unbelievable.
This is going to keep Coach Simmons up all night trying to figure out what happened here. Tough loss for the Millers, a big win for the Royals. Hats off to the Royals. They did a great job. Craig, any closing remarks? I know Will wants to get out of here, and so do we. So any closing marks? And
Yeah,
I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to broadcast
Oh,
with
you
you
got
tonight.
it. I thank you as well. And I just got a text from a 514. I won't say the number. I won't say what the text said, but maybe for next Friday night. But nonetheless, I mean, Noblesville played good for 3.5 quarters, and then you wonder where the defense went. As they literally folded down the stretch and allowed Hamilton Southeastern to get back into this ball game. So we'll see how the Millers respond next week when they go home for senior night and host Brownsburg. Southeastern will have their senior night or homecoming. I think it's homecoming against Brebeuf Jesuit next Friday night. So one final time, final score from comeback fashion. Hamilton Southeastern 13, Noblesville 10. I'd like to thank Will Wofford and Katie for their camera work and production here at Southeastern. Perry Williams for the color commentary. I'm Craig Atkins, and we will see you next week. A week packed full. Check out our Twitter at HC Television. We'll let you know all what's going on next week right here on Hamilton County Television.
This game go down in the record books as one of the worst officiated games you have ever seen in your life. This is something else. It was terrible. That was just that was just I don't know. I don't know what the hell got into Wade Blades down there.